Good afternoon, YouTube. Thank you for coming by and seeing what I'm up to. What you're looking at here is we're getting ready to make another load to the scrapyard. What you're seeing over here, these here are axles. And I'm trying something with them. I'm going to cut them in half, which I did. I cut them in thirds. These are trailer axles. So I should get the full price for steel for those. And the rest of this is miscellaneous steel that's been in the shop that I'm just getting rid of. Here's an old truck muffler. And these obviously are propane bottles that have been drained, filled with water, and let sit for a while. Brake drums off of the axles. Over here is part of the brakes themselves in that bucket, and some miscellaneous crap over there. And this, I believe, is a electric wheelchair or scooter racking that I had before. That's going to go this time. The steel cable's going to go this time. And this other thing. And this one is the angle iron rack for storage, carrying on the back of my fifth wheel when I had the fifth wheel. It's probably almost 4 feet by a little over maybe 3 feet. And so that's going to go also. And some other things here I'll show you. Guys, so I know we're doing a lot of talking here, but I just wanted to show you this. These are 5-gallon buckets full of steel. Some of this is old tooling, some of it is like railroad spikes, motor casings. There's some motor casings there, some more tooling here, and miscellaneous, and more miscellaneous, and motor stuff and other stuff. And there's a motor stator core. There's more over there and there. So there's 9 5-gallon buckets, probably 40 pounds a piece anyhow. And this bucket is full of cast aluminum. And if you look on the floor here, this is cast aluminum also. I think I got a weight on it here somewhere, but don't know what. Oh, there it is. 9 pounds, 13 ounces. And this one is 5 pounds, 4 ounces. And that's all cast aluminum. This one has a lot of 6061 in it. I'll have to look at my book to see what it weighs. The same with this aluminum wire. There's insulated wire. This is all stainless steel. So this is all ready to go. That's all stainless. And this is number 2 copper. It's probably 3/4 of a bucket. I think this weighed, I want to say this weighed 18 or 19 pounds. And you saw the propane bottles out back. These are oxygen bottles. I got 3 of those. They're aluminum. And has a weight of 7 pounds, 8 ounces on each one. So it's going to be a really good haul to the scrapyard when I get it all put together. But this is just the first part of this video. I think the second part is going to be maybe over here. Yep, you guessed it. This is the foundry. This is a foundry mold, graphite mold. Now I've got 2 bottles of propane because we had problems the last time. And this old bottle here, I got this from a neighbor. And I was going to pull the valve and scrap it, but it's full. So I'm going to keep it and use the propane first. And this one is brand new from AmeriGas. So that's where we're going to be, I believe, is where I'm going to go. Is we're going to do some melting here. I'm not sure exactly what I want to melt yet, so let me show you what I think I might do. So this is what I'm thinking about. This is all brass. Now that's chrome plated brass, and you can see all this is mainly plumbing fittings in here. Lots of plumbing fittings and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to melt this red brass. And anyhow, so that's where I'm headed, I think. Is maybe to do a brass melt, because I know it melts, it melts at a lesser temperature even. So we might do that as part of this video. So I'll be back. Hey guys, we're trying to get ready for to do a little brass pour this morning. I got it on the scale and we're weighed in at 2 pounds, just a touch over 2.6 grams, or yeah, 2.6 grams. Oh, I'm sorry, 2.6 pounds. Yike! Okay, so we're getting started here, and I'll show you what we got over here. So we're getting ready to preheat the foundry. We're hooked up to an old propane bottle that I got that I believe is full, so I'm going to try to run this, and if it doesn't run, I'll put a new bottle on. But I've got lots of brass. I still got part of a bucket of brass there, and I use a regular propane torch to fire everything off, and we'll start out at 20 psi and heat up for about 5 minutes or so, and get our safety equipment out, and we'll be back. All right guys, we're just about ready to go here. Let me get the propane bottle and we'll make this thing go round and round. We'll tight there, air's open. Doing everything bare-handed without an apron or anything. So, probably 5 till we'll check and see how we're doing. Alright guys, here's the setup. You can see these bricks right here. Those will be for the lid when I pull the lid off. And if you look over here, this bucket here has the brass in it. These are the molds. That's the torch that's going to heat the molds before we do the pour. This tool here, silver one, will take it up out of take the crucible up out of the foundry, and we'll set it on a block, and then we'll use this one to turn it and pour it. So we're just barely. We're only about 7 minutes in right now to heating, but it looks like everything's going well. Crucible looks good. Nice and warm. Let's get warm in the shop. All right. Everything's finally good. I had a little leak with the propane, so I had to change hoses. So anyhow, that being said, I'll be back. All right, guys, we're gonna brass in there. If it gets too bad air-wise in here, I'll open the doors. It goes off a little bit. Get this a little flatter. Okay, take the small guys. This is all yellow brass. No red brass. Well guys, I had to start using a respirator because of the smoke and the gases coming off the crucible and the foundry. And we're just about getting ready to pour here just any minute. So I'll be back. Can't really see. That too well. That's as close as I can get. Alright, I'll be back. Well guys, like the little sign on the screen says, yellow brass is made from copper and zinc. And the zinc, well, melts at a lower temperature than the copper. So it gets to boiling and it makes all the smoke and gases. Isn't that wonderful? Sorry about the camera work, but it got smoky in here, and I got the garage doors open. I got to see it. Alright guys, we're going to try to cool that one parcel bar. Alright guys, finally able to take my respirator off. It was a double canister respirator. If you look right there on the floor, I'll swing over to it. It has 2 carbon filters and 4 wool filters, so really good respirator. And when it does like this, and when you get all that smoke, you need it. So, but that isn't what I want to show you. What I want to show you is this. I just hit it on the stainless steel wheel. Now this is the top. Now I couldn't get the torch onto the top to make the nice ripples, but even the bottom of this isn't too bad. It's got some pock marks in it, but it's still really pretty. Alright, now I'll get the other one as soon as I can touch it. Be back. Alright guys, we're going to do a weigh now. This is the we'll call it an almost bar, as it almost came out good. And yeah, you can see it right there. And let's see, let's get the scale on. Move him up here a little bit. We'll see what he weighs. Okay, this guy weighs exactly 5 ounces. It's on the pounds and ounces spot there. Now the big one, this is gorgeous. This is the top, and this is where the torch was. You can see where it was working this material here. The bottom was not so good. It didn't, for some reason, the mold mustn't have been quite hot enough. The sides are pretty fair. Let's see what he weighs. Feels heavy. It weighs 1 pound 6, so that would be right. This one weighs, see, that would be 1 pound 11. So, and I had that little spill, so exactly, we lost nothing, and they're both are sellable. You know, if somebody wants a small bar, a 5 ounce bar, looks like gold. Okay, anyhow, if you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, give it a good comment, come back again, and thanks again so much for watching this first one of 2024. We'll be back.